Imagine sitting down to a meal, only to discover that your food is so potent it'll leave you breathless. Welcome to the world of Hákarl, Iceland's infamous fermented shark dish that's been making people's faces turn green for centuries. Welcome to the fascinating world of Icelandic cuisine, where one dish stands out for its unique flavor and rich history. I'm talking about Hákarl, also known as fermented shark. This traditional Icelandic delicacy has been a staple in Icelandic cuisine for centuries. To make Hákarl, a Greenland or basking shark is buried underground for several months to allow it to ferment. Naturally, the process involves wrapping the shark meat in a layer of salt and then leaving it to age, which gives it a distinctive ammonia-rich flavor. Some people find it an acquired taste, but Hákarl is a beloved national dish in Iceland, often served as a cube or slice during special occasions like the winter solstice. So let's dive deeper into the world of Hákarl and explore its rich history, unique fermentation process, and cultural significance. The making of Hákarl is an intricate process that requires patience and dedication. First, the shark meat is harvested from a fresh Greenland or basking shark, which has been caught in the North Atlantic Ocean. The meat is then cleaned and cut into small pieces before being wrapped in salt to draw out moisture and prevent bacterial growth. Next, the shark pieces are buried underground in a controlled environment that mimics the natural conditions required for fermentation. Over several months, microorganisms such as bacteria and yeast break down the proteins and fats in the shark meat, producing lactic acid and giving Hákarl its characteristic flavor and aroma. The longer it ferments, the stronger the smell will be. But this is also what makes Hákarl so distinctive. Fermentation has played a significant role in Icelandic cuisine for centuries. In fact, Iceland's unique climate and geography made it an ideal place for fermentation to occur naturally. The Vikings brought their knowledge of fermentation with them when they settled in Iceland, where they adapted the process to create new dishes like Hákarl. Fermentation allowed the Icelanders to preserve meat and fish during the long, harsh winters, making it possible for them to survive until the summer months when food was more abundant. This tradition of fermentation has continued to this day, with many Icelandic dishes still relying on fermentation to add flavor and nutrition. So what makes Hákarl's unique flavor so fascinating? The answer lies in the science behind fermentation. As bacteria and yeast break down the proteins and fats in the shark meat, they produce compounds that give Hákarl its distinctive ammonia-rich flavor. This is due to the presence of trimethylamine oxide, a compound produced by the breakdown of trimethylamine, which is found naturally in fish and seafood. The longer the fermentation process, the more pronounced this flavor becomes. Additionally, the Maillard reaction, a chemical reaction between amino acids and reducing sugars, contributes to the development of Hákarl's characteristic brown color and rich flavor profile. Despite its strong reputation as a acquired taste, Hákarl remains an integral part of Icelandic culture. In fact, it's often served during special occasions like the winter solstice, where it's typically carved into thin slices or cubes and served with a shot of Brennivín, Icelandic schnapps. The cultural significance of Hákarl extends beyond its taste, as it represents a connection to Iceland's rich history and tradition. Today, many Icelandic chefs continue to innovate and reinterpret traditional dishes like Hákarl, while still respecting the cultural heritage that makes this dish so unique. Whether you're a foodie or just curious about Icelandic cuisine, trying Hákarl is an adventure worth taking.